Hey everybody, it's Ray's Readings and Oyuk. We are back again for another extended reading for everybody. So we did just record part 1 over on my Instagram page. So please, I highly encourage that you guys go check that out before sitting through this one, as you will know if this reading is going to resonate if the other one does. Alright, so before we get into it, guys, I'm just going to give you all a very quick explanation of my buddy here, Oyuk. So this is Oyuk. He is handmade by me. He was an idea that was channeled to me last year sometime in 2020 through Spirit. Don't mind me just adjusting him. But he was channeled to me 2020 sometime through Spirit. They let me know that this little fluffy teal friend wanted to come through. He wanted to be manifested into the physical so that he could be here to encourage me to be able to speak my divine truth, as well as to support me on a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual level. And so another part of his mission in wanting to be here as well, guys, is that he very, very much wants to be in all of these readings so that he can be a light, loving, accepting presence for you all through these readings. So that is just a very quick explanation of him. If you want to know more, there are some things out there that you can check out. There's a video on my Instagram called Explaining My Fluffy Friends. It's free for everybody to watch, so you just have to scroll down a bit until you find it. The thumbnail says the title. And then I do have some posts, some reels and things like that about the whole Fluffy Friends project and some of the ones that I've made after my boy here. And there's some information in the descriptions of those. And then I do also have a Patreon page. There's a link below to that. And I have about 4 or 5 videos over there right now about the Fluffy Friends, explaining the purpose of them and what it takes to make them as well. All right, guys. So hello, kitty. Hello. Sorry, I cannot greet my animals. Cannot not greet my animals. All right. Hi, you're beautiful. So before we get into it, guys, let's start off. Hello. Let's start off with the singing bowl. Joining together with some energetic cleaning and clearing and cleansing just to get ourselves in the right mindset for this reading. So let's do that. Alrighty, so I hope you were all doing well, staying safe, staying in love as much as possible, and staying away from fear as much as possible. So, to give you all a quick gist of what came out in part 1 of this reading, we have a pretty specific situation coming out here where it seems like somebody's been getting themselves involved in a bunch of different external things that are just distracting themselves from going within and dealing with their own shit, their own issues, their trauma, their inner truths. It's been stopping them from going within and finding their inner truth here with the Ace of Swords upright. We even had some partying coming through, some drinking, and maybe illicit substance taking. Just the whole like partying lifestyle is kind of what I'm getting. But again, I know that is a very specific message for probably only 1 or 2 people, a couple people. But we do have the overarching theme here that I think more people might resonate with, which is that, you know, before we were stuck in our old ways here with the 3 of Cups in reverse, of doing things in the external to distract ourselves, keeping a lot of company around all the time, doing things that just, you know, take us away from being with ourselves. And hello, kitty. And really getting real with what is going on within us. Hello. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. It's like we've needed to go within and like look at ourselves, look at our darkness, our inner things that we need to work on. And we weren't doing that for a long time, but we did do it, because this card is in reverse, signifying that, to me, in this reading, that, you know, you went within, you did the work, and you came out and you have the realization and the truth now to back it up. So now we have the energy of needing to go ahead, go forward in our life and start communicating things to different people, start spreading our truth, rewriting some wrongs, readdressing with people our actual truth now. You know, there was a situation where it's like somebody in your family or a friend, somebody who you really deeply respect, was calling you out and putting labels on you that were very, very, very negative. And at one point within this energy here, you were kind of like doing a whole self-fulfilling prophecy where they were like, you're a loser, for example. All you do is party. Like big blanket statements like that, for example. And you were like, all right, well, I'm going to prove you right then. You want to see how much of a loser I am? You want to see how I party all the time? And then you're just going out and you were doing those things to kind of like prove this person right, almost in a like weird rebellious way is what I'm getting. And so now it's like you have this new truth. You're turning your life around. You've done a complete 180 on the things that you used to be doing in your life that were very self-destructive. You're turning those habits around. So it's like now you have to charge in with this truth to this person to be like, you know what, you said this and that about me, but that's actually not true. I've turned my whole life around. I'm actually this, and I'm all of these positive things now. So basically, you can take your labels and your perceptions of me and shove them up your ass. So that's the energy I'm getting. So we're going to see what else needs to come out with these cards today. I apologize. That was a very long explanation, but it was a very deep, detailed reading. So again, please just watch part 1 if you're here and you're listening to this and it's resonating so far and you want to know more. So we're going to get more cards. Let me just prop these up over here so they're out of the way. All right. And the energy is kind of hyped today, so just prepare yourself for some goofiness as I'm throwing all of the cards. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see if I freaking drop any more. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, so if you're looking for like a reader that is like all serious all the time, like, hello, I'm here to read your cards and be so serious and professional and all of that stuff, that's not me. That's not me, fam. So I just hope that you enjoy what I got going on. All right, so we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. So it's like I'm hearing it's time to start leaps. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? It's time to stop leaving yourself out in the cold, because to me this is like the phrase that goes with this card is like getting left out in the cold or feeling left out in the cold, but it's like now it's time to stop doing that to yourself. So it's time to stop self-sabotaging. It's time to stop putting yourself in dangerous positions is honestly what I'm getting. It's time to stop putting yourself in compromising positions or things that just leave you wide open for maybe those judgy family members or those friends or whoever to be judging you and imposing their perceptions of you and their projections of you onto you. It's just time to let oh my god, whoa. It's time to let all of that go and to start the healing process. And so we have a lot of cards coming out in reverse so far. So then we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. Now, 4 of Swords, to me, especially in this deck, is all about rest, contemplation, meditation, and we did have that coming out in the Hermit. So this is like the minor arcana version of that Hermit in reverse. This is just saying, okay, so you took the necessary step. You were like, all right, it's time to like figuratively, metaphorically, symbolically get my ass out and off of the streets, out of whatever shitty situation I was keeping myself stuck in, and we got to go within and we got to rest. And with this in reverse, you have done that. You've gone within, you've rested, you've had the introspection. Maybe you were doing a lot of meditating. Either way, it's just like energy of sitting with yourself, getting really clear with where you're at and where it is that you want to be and finding your inner truth. And with that, you did what you needed to do in that aspect. And now we have the 8 of Cups. I believe this is the 8. Yes, the 8 of Cups in reverse. So it's like, okay, congratulations, you did it. You walked away. I'm seeing for this reading, this context, all of these reverse cards are like where you've been and what you've completed. So it's like every time something turns in reverse, it's almost like if you had a list where you had like little boxes to check off. It's like, okay, check, we did that step. Now we got to do this step, and then we'll get a little check mark, So you got yourself out of this shitty situation. You went within, you had the introspection, you walked away from what you needed to walk away from, you let it go, absolutely hearing Let It Go from Frozen, but I will refrain from singing really terribly to you. You walked away, you let it go. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you had some work to be doing. You had some inner work that you needed to do, some things that you needed to figure out, some ducks that you had to get in their row, which I don't know if you've ever met a duckling before, Have you ever met a duckling? Have you ever seen a duckling? They can be hard to corral and get to stay where you want them to, you know. They're just like running all over the place. It's funny, they kind of do like a serpentine sometimes because they're very good. Obviously they have to be very good at avoiding predators. So I'm just literally seeing somebody trying to get ducks to go in a single file little line like ducklings, and they're like, like, no, we will not. So you've had to battle some ducklings and get them in line, and you got all your ducks in a row because check, it's in reverse. You did that. That's a step done. Take it off your list. Erase it if you need to. Whatever. I'm literally seeing. There's like a whole scene or a couple scenes in that animated movie Meet the Robinsons, and there's like the little character Goob, and he has his little notebook and he draws his boxes like really bad, and he like has a little checklist. Like, I'm seeing that. So you have your checklist. You might even, I was getting to, but I didn't say it in part one, that you might even, because we did have addictions and things coming through as a theme and an energy coming through, I'm getting that you might even be part of like a 12-step program or something like that. Is it? Yeah, no, it's 12 steps, or a 7-step program, or something like that, where they want you to have real tangible goals. And they might have even given you a checklist or something to check off, or they encourage you to make one for yourself. And I'm getting that whether you're in that or not, whether you resonate with that or not, or having addictions or whatever, it's like you just know you were in a shitty situation. You had to like, okay, let's fucking sit down. Let's get something real and tangible here in the material and figure out what it is I need to do, real steps, real timed goals that I have to do, I have to complete to get myself out of this situation. And I'm getting that part of your process was making an actual checklist and doing that. And you've been doing amazing. You have so many little check marks on your checklist. Like, seriously, pat yourself on the back, be proud of yourself, because change is hard. I don't know if anybody's told you, but change is hard, especially if you've been doing something for a really long time and that is your go-to, the way that you dealt with things. Like, I fucking get it, man. I get it, man. I've had my own shit, my own addictions of sorts for years on end that, like, it's hard to beat, man. When you get so stuck on one method of, like, coping and dealing with your stuff, especially if you're dealing with really deep trauma and you don't have the tools to deal with it, it's so easy to just stay in whatever it is that you're doing to deal with it and just keep rolling with it. You have that song, like, just keep rolling coming through, but you're like, no, I'm not rolling with this anymore. This is not something that I want to keep as company anymore. Okay, so we have these 7 of Wands upright coming through. So this is the first upright that we have coming through. So I'm literally hearing, I don't know why I'm so intense about that, but I'm hearing you have some demons, some metaphorical, hypothetical, what's the other word for it? Figurative demons to be fighting off. All right, I mean, we're not demon slayers in this life. I don't think you have actual little devil dudes out there that you're going to be fighting off with a stick, but it's like you have inner things and addictions and things to fight off. I'm getting this could be, if we're talking about addictions to drugs and alcohol, you could be having like literal withdrawal symptoms that you have to fight off and you have to deal with. This could even just be like character traits and things, like patterns and conditioning that's being really, really deeply ingrained in you. I'm seeing this whole ass scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Probably spoilers if you're watching it right now. I'm sorry if you haven't gotten to this part, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, then maybe it's fine. But there's this character, and his whole character growth arc is about like fighting off his conditioning, which makes him like the bad guy in the story, to wanting to be good. And he has help with this, but there's this whole episode, this whole scene where it's like he gets sick and he's in like a weird fever dream, and he literally has this dream, this vision of like battling his good and his bad side, and they're represented symbolically through like his help, the good person that's helping him out, and then like the evil that he has in his life that is kind of keeping him in the dark side of himself, I guess. So he has this whole fucking fever dream where he's like battling good versus evil within himself. And I'm getting that this might even be something that you're kind of experiencing is you're having dreams about fighting off different sides of yourself, whether that's addictions or your conditioning or your perceived identity of yourself and who you thought you are. Again, we had that whole little thing about somebody that you respect and look up to kind of putting labels onto you and imposing and telling you that you're one way or whatever, and you're trying to challenge that now instead of feeding into that to be like, I'll show you. So it's like you're having to deal with your thoughts and your perception and your thought of your identity, and the thoughts of this person. This is something that you're battling and you're like trying to fend off right now because you're like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. This isn't me. This isn't my truth. So we have to not deal with that. I'm getting that it's almost like this wand in this picture is actually the sword. So you're not just like batting these things and hitting stick to stick where it's not doing anything, it's just bouncing off of each other. No, you have this sword and you're like cutting through the bullshit, which was another phrase I guess we had coming through in part 1 of this reading. So that's a box that you haven't quite yet ticked off of your list, which is okay because this is going to be an ongoing battle of all of the different things. We have, again, 6 other wands within this card here, the 7 of Wands, that you have to deal with. So these 6 wands I'm seeing as all different things that you're going to have to fight off or battle. So this is negative self-talk, or can be negative self-talk, people's negative perceptions of you, your past, your traumas, could be literal physical withdrawal symptoms, like things like that. It's all different things that are going to come up and are going to be pushing back on you. Now, I'm just remembering that we did have the devil energy on the bottom of the deck in part 1 of this reading. So that is the negative energy coming through. And when you're pulling yourself away from that and you're almost out of the grasp of that negative devil energy, it does come back up to try to grab you by the ankle and drag you back down. So these 6 wands in the 7 of Wands card, that is those energies being like, oh, you're trying to get away from this? You want to get away from us in this lifetime? Nope, like, we're going to try to pull you back in, and you have to be like, no, and fight them off and kick and scream your way out so that it doesn't drag you back down, because you know you don't want to go back down there. You've already been down there. You know what is down there, and it's not good for you. You know it's not right for you. Sorry, this is like a bleh of information and messages and rants, but it's here. It's coming through, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, then you can click off. But if you need this, it is here. It's coming through. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh, all right. And then we have the... Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm just getting like fucking energy from that. And then 8 of Wands in reverse. Oh, yeah, I'm just getting an energy and no judgment. But with like the Knight of Wands, I'm getting like, this is like the player energy, the like sleeping around and in a very self-destructive way. So this would be like not using protection or sleeping with people that you know are not good for you or not good energetically. I'm getting this is like crazy things. Maybe not so crazy. Again, I'm not trying to say this with any judgment, but it's a very deep, dark energy. This is such a weird reference, but it's giving me like that whole scene. If this is so bad, I'm so sorry, but I'm telling you what I'm seeing, what I'm getting. All right, I'm getting like there's the whole scene out of like the first Magic Mike movie where it's like the young dude who just starts stripping and he like starts getting into partying and like doing drugs and stuff, and he sleeps with this girl who's like pretty heavily into her substances, and it's just really not a good time. It's a really toxic time, and I think his sister ends up like freaking out on him after and is like, why would you like sleep with that person? Like, you know that they really are not in a good way. Again, no judgment. We all have our shit. But that's the kind of energy I'm getting, is just like doing things while you're like really fucked up on something with people that are like just, it's like really like lowering yourself. It's like you could be bad with certain things with whatever you're into like substance wise, but it's like the people that you were choosing to put your energy into and spend your time with or share your bed with, were like even like lower on the bar. Like if you're, if the bar's up here, like for being good, you're down here, this person is like way like down here, like for not taking care of themselves, not treating themselves well. So it was just like everything you were doing with your sexual energy, your sexuality, was lowering yourself even more. So this is something that's in reverse, because this is something that you're staying away from. This is something that you need healing from. I mean, again, do what you want. I get it. I get the whole like low key. Yeah, the whole like darker side of things can be very tempting and seducing, but it's in reverse. I don't even need to say this, but you realize that this is not good for you. You always knew that it wasn't good for you. It was one of these situations, and again, I'm saying this because I relate. It's like one of those situations. It's like after you do it, maybe you have that like little high after where you're like, like look at me, but then it just turns into one of those things where you feel so fucking down and so shitty, and you're like, god damn, like I really shouldn't have done that. It's one of those things where you could be like anywhere else after that, like when you're away from this person and you're just like, what am I doing with my life? Like that's the energy I'm getting from this. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be with like sex and sleeping with people, but it's like something that you were passionate about and then you really desired. So again, it could be substances or just different actions, things that are self-destructive. It's a self-destructive energy is what I'm getting from this, okay? But I was just getting those very specific scenarios. So it's like, not only were you giving yourself a hard time with what you're putting in your body, you're giving yourself a hard time with who you're putting in your body and in your space. All right, and then we have the Eight of Wands here. So I'm getting this could be a lot of angry lovers that you're not seeing anymore that are like, where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Like, why are you getting out of this? Like, oh, it's very intense energy in this reading, guys. I'm glad that I was so like up before I started doing this, but oh god damn, yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting you might be like getting chased by people who are like, where are you going? So I'm getting that you're probably like very good at what you're doing, and there's going to be some people that are like missing you in that way, which is cool, but like let them miss you, because like this toxic shit is not it anymore. And again, no judgment, all love and light to everybody, but just this shit is not it. This shit is not good. It's not healthy. I'm getting you're like sitting here like, I don't even know how anybody like sustains this kind of lifestyle. And that's what it is. It's like your whole lifestyle is needing a change and a rewiring. And again, to me, this Eight of Wands is another confirmation that you're going to have people and situations and energies that don't agree with you changing and trying to get better for yourself. So they're going to be coming up from the shadows, trying to drag you back down by your ankles or your whatever. I'm seeing very intense things right now. Goodness gracious. Very dark shit. It's wonderful. But you're blocking them out. You're blocking out the haters. This is another step where you're at right now. And again, I get that this goes into this. So you're like on offense and defense from these energies and these things that you're trying to stay away from. So again, you're like batting off, you're shooing off all the things that are trying to come for you and drag you back down. And you're also saying no, and you're blocking off. You're like, no, we're not doing this anymore. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not spending time with you. I'm not spending time with this. I'm not putting this in me anymore, or participating in this or whatever. Like, this is just nope, we're shutting down. We're shutting this shit down. Seeing like the giant heavy metal doors, hearing like the whatever, they're like kind of like alarm, like the red light is going off, the heavy metal doors are boxing you in. It's like, no, we're not fucking doing this. Like some kind of like jail lockdown or something when all the fucking doors slam shut. Like that's what I'm seeing here, because you're just like, okay, if I entertain any of this, if I entertain any of these people, any of these conversations, if I even so much as stop and pause to explain myself and what is going on here, I'm going to get fucking pulled back into it. So no, it's just, it stops here, period. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to give anybody the time of day. I don't have to give anybody any warnings. Like, I'm sorry, you won't hear from me anymore. You won't see me anymore or whatever. It's just like, no, that's it. Done. Close that chapter, close the book, throw it away, burn it, whatever you need to do. Like, that's the energy here, and you were very wise for not even giving people the time of day to explain. Because I'm getting that you probably have some people around you where they would pull like the guilt trip cards or just play little mind games and be manipulative. If you were like, yeah, so, I just realized this isn't good for me. I'm trying to turn my life around. Like, I'm done with this. I'm getting these type of people would, I don't know. I can't even fathom what they would say, what they would do, but it's just something along the lines of trying to make you feel guilty and be like, no, you can't do that. You can't leave me here by myself. Like, we were supposed to be in it together forever. Like, whatever. Like, just shit like that. And you're not having it. You're not hearing it. And that's good. Like, I'm seeing there's a blindfold here, but I'm getting you have, like, earplugs in too. So, like, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Again, the mouth is closed. The swords are crossed right over, so we're not hearing anybody's bullshit, we're not seeing any more bullshit, and we're not speaking any more bullshit or even explaining ourselves. All right, I'm gonna get one more card. I'm sorry, this video is so long again, like the last one. Like, god damn. But it's a story, guys. It's a fucking story. If you can't tell, it's coming through. I don't know who it's gonna resonate with, but I know somebody out there at some time is going to resonate with this. But like, I fucking feel for you, ma'am, miss, non-binary person, whoever is watching this that resonates. Like, I'm seeing it. It's a fucking story. It's got some dark, harsh. It's got some dark, harsh edges at times, but it's getting better. So, 4 of Pentacles, and then we have the Temperance card to finish things off, which is amazing. So, 4 of Pentacles, I'm getting, again, this is like the lockdown shit. Like, we're not boxing it in. We're not dealing with any of this anymore. Again, we have 4 Pentacles, that 4 number, 4 fucking walls of fortitude. I mean, I guess the box I'm saying would actually be 6, but whatever, it's fine. It resonates, it's fine. Yeah, I'm getting you're just like, this is me, this is my essence, this is what I'm trying to deal with and heal and transform out of. So like this little box of space, nobody is coming in here, nobody is penetrating it, nobody is getting through with their words, nothing. This just me right here. Nope. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I don't know. I'm hearing like a couple different songs, but it's like I can't like place them because they're like there, but they're not. I don't know. But anyways, last card, Temperance. So with this immediately, you're getting healing from the angels. You're getting balance. You might even be getting like detoxed. So like, if you're not doing this already, like, okay, if you're resonating with the whole situation of being on certain substances, doesn't matter what it is, and you're trying to get sober and you're dealing with withdrawals, this message here specifically for you is that I'm getting, if you're like going through whatever the withdrawal symptoms are, and you're in your bed and you're awake and it's just really uncomfortable, you're having a fucking hard time, pray to the angels. I'm not saying pray to God, like, because I get religion is so triggering for some people. But like, just pray, ask for help, be like, you know what, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, universe, higher power, whatever it is that works for you, that you resonate with and have some sort of positive feeling towards. If it's God, that's cool. Do what works for you, but just be like, you know what, can you help a person out down here? Can you help me alleviate some of these symptoms? Can you help heal my body? Can you help detox me from these things? Because I really want to be this, that, whatever, in this case, I really want to be sober. I really want to be healthy. I really want to be clean or whatever it is. So I'm just seeing different things. It's just like, let them know what the fucking goal is, what the end game is here, what the intention is, and ask for help when you need it. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help, because if you don't ask for help, they can't really do anything. They're not just going to step it in and do that shit. Like, if you're believing in angels here, you have to reach out and ask for help. So ask them for help. Be like, can you provide some healing, some relief here? Can I just have a good night's sleep and not be like sweaty and shaking or whatever you're going through, right? Ask for that help, because they will come through. They will heal you, because they know that you're trying and you're doing your best to get out of this. So again, pat on the back, congratulations, give yourself a fucking hug. This is not easy to get away from. I can just feel the entanglements, like how hard it is, like the fucking all-consuming darkness of this shit. That's okay, but like, you're getting out of it, and I'm really fucking proud of you. I'm not even sure if I know you, but I'm fucking proud of you. Because this is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. And again, I'm getting that you had a lot to deal with in life, and that's where a lot of this behavior and these outlets and these unhealthy coping mechanisms have come from. So seriously, pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself, because this is a lot. This is not fucking easy to get through, but just know we never have things come into our life that we're not capable to deal with. And, the most powerful people really have the most shit to go through. Like, you don't even realize how resilient you are to be dealing with all of this shit and getting out of it. So really just like pat yourself on the fucking back and just imagine and visualize the future. You're already here. You're already getting out of it. You're already transforming things and turning them around. So just imagine what life could be like, however many amount of time down the line, when you can look back at this and it's just like a weird foggy memory, right? And you're not like in it, because when you're in it right now and it's a giant fucking struggle and it really sucks, you're like, oh my god, like, fuck my life. But once you're out of it, then wow, this is an amazing story of hope that you can tell people. Like, maybe you can use your experiences of what you've gone through to help other people. Maybe you can work in different rehab places, or as an addictions counselor or a therapist, or even just being able to share your story to people that are going through this right now. And you can say, you know what, there is a fucking bright side to this. Like, I literally made it out of all of this crazy shit. Maybe you didn't ever think you would, but like, you're gonna be there, all right? And just set that intention for yourself that like, I will be here. Maybe if you're sticking to this, setting tangible goals with timelines and you're writing it down so you can check it off, maybe make an intention like, in a year from now I will be here, in 5 years from now I will be here. Like, whatever that is for you, whatever feels good for you, whatever feels safe for you right now, do that. But again, this is the work of the angels, the work of the light that is here, that is coming through. That's the temperance. That's the fucking temperance, guys. That's the alchemy of this. Temperance is the blending of two energies into something, into a bigger picture. It's alchemizing the energy. So what do we got here? We have an empty cup. This is the darkness, the shit that you're going through. And then we're pouring from a full cup into this empty cup. We're pouring light and love and healing into this empty, dark chasm of a cup, right? So that's tempering the energy, that's alchemizing the situation into a positive one. You're taking all of the bad negative shit that has happened to you, is maybe currently still happening to you, is still kind of there down the line as you're working to clear things out and cut out the bullshit. You're tempering, you're moving that energy around into a new alchemical body, is what I'm getting, and you're turning it into a positive experience again. So that's what I was just talking about, is being able to look down the line somewhere in time, however long away from now, and being like, shit, okay, like, I literally went through all this shit and I did turn it into something positive, and now I'm here and I'm doing this or I'm doing that, and I'm helping people or I'm helping myself. Help yourself first. The goal in all of this healing and this transforming does not have to be so that you can go and help other people. That's amazing. That's great. We all need healing. We all need people. The world needs you and your experiences and your ability to transform and your light. Absolutely. You have a place here. You are important for exactly as you are, for exactly what you've been through. Do not deny that there is not space here for you. But what is most important is taking care of yourself first and foremost. So don't do this for somebody else. Don't heal with the mindset that you're trying to prove people wrong. Don't heal with the mindset that you have to so that you can go out and help other people. If you were told that you were useless or a loser or something like that, don't heal just for the purpose that you feel like you're well enough to go do something that's useful in the eyes of people that would be telling you that you're useless or a loser or whatever those fucking negative things are. Let's just not think about that. Do it for you. Do it for you because you want to heal. Do it for you because you know that you deserve and that you want better for yourself, that you want a better life, that you, maybe if you want to have kids one day, for example, because you want, that's for somebody else. But I'm just getting that through. Is yeah, I don't know. Just fucking just lost where I was going there, but do it because you want to, and because you want to be better, and because you believe in yourself and that you can be better. And that is where the real transformation happens. Not in trying to prove something or be something or do what's acceptable and what you should do, or because you're an adult or whatever the fuck. Fuck all that shit, man. Yeah, I don't know. So I think I'm gonna stop ranting now. But you got this. I believe in you. If you need help, I am fucking here. Whether it's for a reading, I would love to give you a personal reading. Even if it's just for talk and moral support, seriously, I'm open. I'd be very happy to just chat with you on a human to human level, because this is deep, this is intense, but you're doing amazing considering all things considering what you've been through, what you were going through. You're doing amazing. So I hope that you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you, even if I don't fucking know you. I know this energy, I feel it. And yeah, you're doing great. This is like amazing. Like, this is champion energy. Like, just start singing, start listening to We Are the Champions by Queen. I'm just getting that will be really helpful and like a good hype man for you right now. Okay. But yeah, if you ever need encouragement or some hyping up, I'm pretty solid at that. But yeah, if you need me, I'm here. It's what I'm here for. It's what I love to do. I'd be very honored to help you out and just talk, chat. Again, if you need a reading, I offer those. There's information in the description box below. But if you don't want to do that, but you want more of this reading, I will be hopping on over to my Patreon page to be doing the extended reading with the oracle cards. We'll get some final clarity on all that's going on here, and then I'll close it off for today. All right, so sending you so much love and light, wishing you so much luck with all of this. This is a bit insane, but you fucking got this. Like, you're doing so good. You got so many things checked off. Like, I'm so happy for you. So you got this. Stay strong. Stay in the light. Even if you, hey, all right, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to rant, but like, it needs to be said. So from one person to another who has had their fair shit of addictions, you could call them, and shit that's really hard to let go of, just want you to know that if you fall, if you go back, if something happens, if you get back with that toxic person, or if you do a little bit of this when you meant to never do it again, or if you fall, there's always the opportunity to get back up. All right, so do not beat yourself up for falling back into something that you said you would never do again. Because again, from one human to another has been through a little bit of shit too, some addiction stuff, some hard patterns that you got to break. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself, is to say like never ever again, and then when it happens again, because addictions be like that, then you beat yourself the fuck up for it. That's just fueling you to keep going back and doing it again, because you're not making it a safe environment within yourself. So then it's like, well, you gotta go fucking forget about it again with whatever coping mechanism I'm using right now. So again, you're doing great. But if you fall back, if you fall on your ass, it's okay. Just get back up. Just keep going. Just start back, square one. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, depending on what you're into, obviously. But just, I mean, be careful, but be kind and compassionate and loving to yourself. Don't fucking hate on yourself for falling back, having a slip up, whatever, because it really happens to the best of us. And it's inevitable. And I think especially for you in this energy, at some point, at some time, you're going to stop falling back, and you're going to lose all fucking desire to go back, because you're just going to hit a point where like you'll be like, all right, fine, I'll do it again, whatever, like I don't even care. And then you're going to do it, and you're going to be like, you know what? No, I don't feel like doing this anymore. This is dumb. I'm not fucking doing this anymore. Like, really, never again. I'm not doing it because I'm so done with it. You will get to that point. And if you're not at that point already, it's okay. It will come. Because you have the energy, you have the makings of somebody that really can make it out of this. I'm sorry, this is such a long video, but it needs to be said for somebody out there. Somebody needs to hear this, and if you're here with me and you're hearing me, I hope that it's for you, that it's resonating. But you will get out of this. You will find a day, a time, whenever that may be, when you're really, 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 truly done, and it never fucking happens again. All right, so stay safe out there. Be compassionate with yourself. Forgive yourself. And you got this. All right, you fucking got this. I can't even stress that enough. You got this shit. You got this shit in the bag, all right? Okay, we'll leave it there. So, sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your presence here. I sincerely appreciate you. I hope this resonates. And have a wonderful rest of your day, night, and my buddy Oyuk, and I will see you all real soon. All right, goodbye, guys.